one of the most powerful ways of becoming mentally strong is to put yourself into physical suffering every day.
And Parth is an advocate of suffering.
Bro, let's not get started.
And you had your own experience almost next to the summit in the death zone.
The only and only thing which I realized that it is an ugly death in the mountains. There is no glory in it. There is no background music playing behind when you are dying. On the way, we saw 16 dead bodies.
So you actually had enough focus to make
Bro, I was fully there.
body count.
No, I was fully there. I don't remember the other body counts.
Yeah. I should have said that.
I asked him, how old are you? How long have you been here? Where are you from? He's like, I'm from around here. I've been around for 250 years.
What?
मैंने बोला हाँ, I thought he's joking, you know.
Or he's smoking. And you're doing what you do best, climb.
Yes, and Coldplay happened, Sadhguru happened, and engagement broke off, business fell off. Things that are supposed to happen will happen when you are pitching at higher energy. देखिए जिंदगी में कभी गिफ्ट नहीं दिया हरामियों ने, अभी गिफ्ट देके मुझे, and they gave me a Everest मसाला का पैकेट. मैं बोला साले.
And Parth, that brings me to this aspect of the prick that you said, mental resilience. And you did mention earlier that you used to go to Karjat, stay there, seclude from society. And within Karjat as well, which is like a town outside outside 2 hours away from Mumbai, head to the hills and sit there alone. I think meditate, train. How do you do that alone? I mean, nowadays we have coaches. We're all spoilt by a program, a routine. How does it start?
Even if you are with your coach, within yourself, you are still alone always with your mental chatter. After 10 push-ups, if that coach is telling you to do 5 push-ups, how much mental chatter happens in your mind? That is all alone only. So you can go anywhere or be with people, you are still alone. I don't think most people understand that. You can be with somebody, but within yourself, you are alone. And this realization can be very scary that I'm actually alone. And it's not a negative thing.
Okay.
But one of the most beautiful things I've realized by being so much by myself is the beauty of solitude.
Okay.
One is, the feeling of loneliness that you crave to be with somebody, but that somebody doesn't want to be with you because of the way you are, maybe. So, and the other thing is the beauty of solitude. When you are by yourself, you know that you have come in this world alone and you are going to leave alone.
True.
So to be alone is not a bad thing. And when you really start understanding that as a life you are complete, you don't need anything else.
Yeah.
All the other people are accessories. Clothes are accessories. Do we need it? No. Do we need the phone? No. Do we need people? People think yes, but we really don't. Now, these 2 years in Karjat, they really made me realize this. एक होता है किताब में पढ़ो, listen to somebody's motivational speech like I am saying this right now, but only and only when you realize this in your experience that you are truly a complete life. The Creator has made you like that. Since we are born, we're constantly bombarded by this information that being alone is somehow negative, and that you need to be with people and you need to get married and this and that and this and that. That child has never been told that, do you know you are a complete life? How to get in touch with that fullness? That is something that we are never taught.
Right.
And mountains really did that for me.
Right.
When I used to train, when I used to wake up every day at 4 in the morning, I thought,
That
if I
itself is a lonely time of the day.
yes, and I thought if I sleep off, nobody will know. Nobody will know. But I will know.
Yeah.
But I will know.
Yeah.
And that's how much I was accountable and connected to myself, that I will know.
I can wake up at 5 too.
I can wake up at 5 also, no problem. 1 घंटे का वो स्वीट स्पॉट बहुत बढ़िया होता है सुबह सुबह, सबको बहुत मजा आता है, लोग 2-2 मिनट के लिए जगड़ते हैं. So, and when I used to do these trainings, which are physically very hard, that is a fact of life which most people don't understand, that body and mind are not two different things.
Right.
You said something about mental resilience, how to build mental resilience. You can't build just mental resilience, not alone.
Okay.
If you, one of the most powerful ways of becoming mentally strong is to put yourself into physical suffering every day. Our lives are too comfortable right now. We are in the AC room and everything is perfect. That's why physically we've become weak, and because of that mentally we've become weak. When you do a push up, what happens? The muscle gets torn, the muscle goes through trauma,
Yeah.
and then it builds up.
Yeah.
Similarly, only and only way you can be mentally resilient is to either have some kind of trauma which life gives you. If that is not happening, you create some suffering for yourself. That is what adventure is. Nobody is telling you to go out there and suffer in minus 40 degrees. But you want to do it because somehow the intelligence of life is telling you that, beta, you are becoming stagnant, you are becoming a docile human being, a weight on this planet which is no good. Get up off your ass, go climb this mountain, then you'll become something that is something of value.
And Parth is an advocate of suffering.
Bro, let's not get started. No, so most of the people, especially the men of today, they are talking about therapy and depression and stress and anxiety. I'm like, you idiot. Okay, I'm gonna tone this down a little bit. I'm like, okay, you are depressed. You want to commit suicide. That girl left you. You got fired. Fine. You are heartbroken. I understand that. My girl left me 1 month ago. My engagement ended. My engagement ended. I'm like, not even one tear because of a bloody woman. I'm gonna cry. I'm hurt. There was a lot of dreams that we had seen. Fine. Lot of anger, lot of sadness. What am I gonna do? Every time I feel sad, I'm gonna do 10 push ups. Every time I feel sad, I'm gonna go climb a mountain. And then that channeling of energy. See, energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Right.
It can only
Just
be
changes
channeled from
form.
one place to another.
True.
And gravity is such
Right.
that it pulls things down.
True.
So if that energy, if you don't do anything with it, naturally it will go down.
Right.
What is down? When you are hurting, drinking, sleeping around,
Yeah.
negative thoughts,
Yeah.
smoking, whatever, all the hedonistic, self-destructive garbage.
True.
If you don't channel it, naturally it will pull there.
you.
Gravity pulls.
Yeah.
But if you are a little bit sensible that, okay, something bad has happened, it's not the end of life. I have a lot of energy right now. Let me try to raise it and put it into building myself up.
And you're
These-
still
these are-
alone.
Yeah, you're still alone. So, आवागमन चलते रहता है. So this is what, when you have so much energy in you, you can either use it to rise or destruct yourself.
Yeah.
So when I hear these people who are crying over a breakup or a job or a loss of finances, I'm like, Arey, you are alive. You are suffering. I understand that. I'm not a psycho. I do understand that. Get up, get down on the floor, do some push-ups. Like, I got a message a few months back that my marriage ended and I really want to kill myself. I'm like, okay. I'm assuming you are not in shape, physical shape. I'm assuming. Get a six-pack first. Then if you feel like killing yourself, I will give you the gun or the poison. I said that to him. And then he doesn't have a six-pack yet, but 3 months into it, he's like,
But what you gave was direction.
yes, all that energy he had, no?
Right.
That sadness he had, he channeled it into rising. And then he got a perspective. Then you get a perspective, right?
True.
That I was crying over something like this, which is always temporary. We all know that. So, suffering, without suffering, a human being can never become a person of value. And if life is not smacking you, then go out on the street and get smacked.
True.
That is what adventure is. My life was comfortable. So I went out climbing mountains. That through that suffering, the lessons of life will pour into you. So the only way to be resilient in this life is to choose some activity which is outside your comfort zone. Go build a business.
Yeah.
Don't have funds, go raise funds. That fundraising journey will make you a much better man than you will ever be in your comfort zone, or a woman.
You call it better, man, but then for a lot, it's trauma.
Yes. So everybody has trauma. Then go kill yourself. Again, trauma. Okay. Oh, this bad happened to me. Oh, fucking victims. This victim mentality, everybody has had bad. And on this earth, bad will happen to you.
Yeah. I mean, you might be some, whatever, filthy rich person, but
Especially if you're filthy rich, bad things will happen to you because everybody's out there to get you.
yeah.
So, bad things happen. Either you can become wise or wounded. It's a choice how you wanna handle that trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma will happen.
Yeah.
It's painful, I know that. But then there is a way to deal with it. Don't get into the victim mode.
Right.
Don't hold the baggages so close to you.
Yeah.
It's a baggage. It's weighing you down. Learn how to keep it on floor. Don't forget it.
Right.
Don't forget it. But don't hold it so close that it slows you down in your life. There is a way to put that baggage down. It's a choice. If you are holding a baggage, how will you put it down? Only when you decide, right? So trauma is a mental, emotional baggage which you can put it down if you have a choice. But then if you want to go around on street and say, look at my baggage, look at how sad my life has been, then there is sympathy, but there is no solution.
Right.
Solution is when, okay, baggage, I can put it down. I will not forget it. I will keep it with me so I don't repeat this baggage mistake
Because
again.
it's a learning. You do have wisdom comes out of it.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I can go on and on about this, but I think I've made my point.
And sticking to this trauma matter, that's what I'll give it a new term. Couple of things have happened for you and for every mountaineer as well, and that is finding that window to summit on summit day, because that doesn't happen for many. That's what I've gotten to know.
True.
A lot of people do their Everest, but they never get to see the absolute summit, even if they did the summit trek. You have to wait for days or weeks, or in some cases, God knows how long. You have your own share of story on that too.
Yeah, there are people who I know who have tried Everest 7 times and still not submitted because of weather, you know. It's like this, what you were saying.
Imagine the funds gained, how do you beat the trauma of having been so close but still not reach that pinnacle?
The only way you beat it is by keep going again and again.
That's craziness.
You know?
And you had your own experience almost next to the summit in the death zone. A crazy incident at night.
The dead body one.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, so many things that happened that night. Which one are you talking about?
Oh no, come on.
Okay.
Tell me about the other traumatic stuff.
I will. We'll quickly touch upon the dead body stuff that you just brought up.
I didn't want to say dead body yet because I wanted to reveal it later up. But yeah.
So, on 22nd May 2019, we left from the last camp, which is Camp 3, 8,300 meters, to go up for the summit push. We climb at night time. Everything was going very well. I was feeling absolutely energetic, absolutely strong, excited, nervous. But I knew this is the night that I had been waiting for. All my life I had waited for this one night. And here I was, against all odds, against those 40 lakh rupees which I had to raise, against the 1 month of trauma, as you say, on the mountain that, you know, we suffered in the form of cyclone and bad health and this and that when we were climbing.
Tears of joy was almost waiting up.
Tears of joy was waiting to burst out.
Frozen tears.
Bro, it was waiting to burst out from my eyes, you know. But yes, I was very excited. All was going well. I was a little ahead of my Sherpa, 5-10 minutes ahead of my guide.
Shout out to the Sherpa.
Funarudai, you are not here. Maybe I'll see you in some other life. But Hey, all of this is happening because of you, you know.
That's so
So
lovely.
yeah, I climbed a section called first step,
Right.
and I was waiting. It was minus 40 degrees, very cold. And I was enjoying the beautiful stars and the lovely moonrise behind me, and it was a perfect night. My Sherpa comes up to me and he looks at me and नेपाली लैंग्वेज में एकदम गंदी गाली देता है मुझे वो।
Oh my
मैं
God.
मैं बोलता हूँ साले गाली क्यों दे रहा है? वो बोलता है पीछे मुड़ के देख कहाँ बैठा है तू? When somebody says this to you, पीछे मुड़ के देख अंधेरी रात में पहाड़ पे, आप एक सेकंड के लिए वो दिल मुंह में आ जाता है ना, आंसू तो निकलने वाले तो उसके पहले दिल निकल जाता
Like what? You were at the edge of a cliff or something?
है. That's what I thought, right? That I'm sitting at the edge of a cliff,
Or a crack and whatever.
some
Yeah.
physical danger, you know.
Yeah.
And I, with my head torch, I looked behind and I saw I was sitting with my bag on my back, rested to a human dead body.
The death zone.
In the dead zone, yeah. Yes, that's why they call it the dead zone. 80% of the mountaineering deaths happen in the dead zone, and most of them on the way down. And the, when I looked at him, I, got off and I was
You would have
shaking,
zapped out.
zapped out like a spring. I got up, and my Sherpa held me and he was like, "It's okay. People die on Everest." I'm like, "I know."
Yeah, but to see a dead body up there.
Yeah, it's one thing to know, it's one thing to experience.
True.
So when I saw it, somehow composed myself and then I looked at him. I could see a possibility of myself becoming that.
True. That
That
was
if
a
I,
soul that had dreams too.
yeah, a person who had family, a person full of passion and everything, maybe made one mistake and see what happened. So I did not want to be that guy
Yeah.
because I I will say something with 100% conviction, and which a lot of young dreamers must get into perspective. I, speak to so many young people. They say, "Oh, what a death it would be to die on Everest." I'm like, okay, I understand because I used to also think that. But when I saw that dead body lying dead since 10 years there, body not being able to get down, and what a lonely death he must have had, thinking of the family who will forever be traumatized by the death. And while coming back, even I faced a situation where I knew with almost certainty that I will not make it down.
You lost your
Yes,
oxygen too.
I will come to that. So, in that moment, the only and only thing which I realized that it is an ugly death in the mountains. It is a lonely death, and it is a very disgraceful way to die. There is no honor in it. There is no glory in it. There is no background music playing behind when you are dying. These young people look at those scenes of movies that, oh, he died while climbing Everest. You are not in his body. You are not in his mind. You don't know how it is. I know how it is. And it is not worth losing even your tip of finger for any goddamn mountain. It is not worth it. You know, that I can say with 100% conviction. So, when you go to the mountains, the only goal you should have is to make it back safely with all your 10 toes and 10 fingers back. And there is no other goal to have. Success, if it happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, at least you are alive. There is nothing more beautiful and rewarding than being alive. Die and then show me what all mountains you will climb. Show me how many billions you will earn. After that, we went towards the summit. On the way, we saw 16 dead bodies on the way.
One after the other?
One
Or
after the another. One
just,
after the
you're
other.
just counting.
Yeah, I was just counting. This is.
So you actually had enough focus to make
Bro, I was fully there.
body count.
No, I was fully there. That night, I was more alert than I had ever been. Yeah. I don't remember the other body counts.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that.
No. When I hear something, I hear it from all perspectives. The other body counts I've forgotten. It's all hazy. Maybe because of the alcohol, or maybe because I just don't care. So, but these every color in sequence of their down suits I remember. And look at the human mind, right? After fourth or fifth body,
Dead body.
yeah,
Let's specify.
yeah,
Dead
after
body.
fourth or fifth, yeah, and actually even in both the cases, after the oh,
Let's get back to the slopes.
ये अभी तो मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड भी नहीं है, देखे तो देखे क्या फर्क पड़ता है। पहले तो मैं ये सब नहीं बोलता कैमरा पे बिकॉज फियोन्से थी और शादीशुदा होने वाला था, बट अभी हु गिव्स अ शिट
New pair of balls.
भाई। न्यू पेयर व्हिच आई had lost a long time back and I wished for them to be back. So, the human mind is such. After I came across the fourth or fifth dead body, I suddenly realized this one thing that I'm suddenly getting so used to just another body. Just another body. That's how adaptive a human mind is.
Yeah.
So, when you say that a girl left you or you suffered this big loss in your business or whatever, the way you will adapt is unbelievable, man.
Mm.
As a human being, you adapt so quickly.
Right.
Fourth or fifth, बाद I was like, okay, another. It's crazy,
Okay.
but that's the reality of human
And
mind.
for you gotta reach the summit.
Yeah, and if I forget the summit, if I get distracted by the dead bodies, if I get traumatized and emotional and whatever, I will
True.
make a mistake and I will be the 17th one.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
That was what I was worried about. Forget
Yeah.
the summit. I never cared about the summit, to be honest.
Right.
Going back alive to my family, that is something which has always been a goal. So yes, at
Yeah.
around,
What is a summit if you can't make it back to your friends and family? Yeah.
yeah, but so many young people keep making these mistakes on mountains. Like in 2023, I think around 18, 19 people died on Everest, and I would say around 15 of those deaths were avoidable.
Right.
Because if I look at those individual cases, they pushed themselves more than what they should have.
Okay.
They had a choice to turn around and return to safety, but no, the summit was more important to them.
Right.
So we talk about these things because it is a very real thing that happens every year. Right now, the Everest climbing season is on, and God knows how many people will make that mistake. That's a very real thing up there. When
So it's another topic too, but some of these trainings or people who provide training don't teach you risk assessment or even fundraising for that matter, right? They
Bro,
just
there are no
train you
trainings.
to get your muscles and what do you call it? The strengthening and all that. But there's another whole dimension to this.
That whole dimension of good judgment only comes with experience.
Yeah.
That is the main problem on Everest. That people who climb 1 or 2 6,000-meter mountains and then they think they are ready for Everest. No, maybe everything will be okay on Everest.
That's
Conditions
true.
will be okay.
That's true.
And if the conditions are okay, you will go up and come down. May that happen with you.
Because there's a whole industry out there just wanting to say if you've got the money, you can climb.
And that's what, on the mountains, there are bad days. And when that bad day comes, your experience kicks in, the muscle memory kicks in, the past traumatic experiences on the mountains kick in. And that's when those experiences is what creates a better judgment in you. And when you don't have that, and when you are on 8,000-meter mountain and a storm hits you, or bad health hits you, or your team member is sick, you don't know what to do now. I always say this one thing, that a marker that are you ready for Everest or no? If your Sherpa is injured or sick, will you be able to bring him down?
Yeah.
If no, better spend another year to train and climb mountains.
Yeah.
It's extremely important.
True.
Because a Sherpa is a human being. He's not a vehicle on which you can sit and go up and come down. No. You should look at him as your climbing partner. And if you are not ready to climb without him or even rescue him, then you have no business being up there. And that comes with years of climbing. You
Yeah.
have to spend years of climbing and learn these things before you go to Everest. And I'm emphasizing this because there are, especially in India, आई डोंट नो क्या है हमारी ये देश की मेंटालिटी में, दैट वो 25 लाख दिए मैंने, थोड़ा ट्रेनिंग किया 6 महीना, एक आध पहाड़ चढ़ा, आई एम रेडी फॉर एवरेस्ट. नो बेबी, यू आर नॉट रेडी फॉर एवरेस्ट. You are ready for Everest on its good day, maybe, but that's not how Everest is.
Not every day is a good day.
Not most days are bad days, and year by year we see unnecessary waste of life happening there just because they didn't spend 2-3 years more training for it.
And judging.
Yes, experience brings judgment, and when a bad day hits you, you will be able to make better decisions and not.
Because you think about all the money you've saved, that pride, how can I go back to people and say, no, the weather was bad and I couldn't make it? That trauma hits you too.
Well, better that trauma than your family standing over your dead body.
Absolutely. And I remember asking you this before about, the scores of trekking leaders and groups and all this starting up, and what differentiates Parth's Phoenix experiences from them. And I remember you saying about how the experience matters.
Yes. I always say this one thing to my clients. I'm a little on the expensive side, and I always tell them that you are not paying me to arrange the logistics, the hotels, the cars, the flights, the porters, that even you can do. If I give you the numbers in 5 minutes, you can arrange all that also. You are paying me for two things. One is to train you, to prepare you, and only a person who has been up there can actually know what it takes to prepare the other. Second, when things go wrong, that's when my expertise kick in. I've led so many treks. Just on this Everest Base Camp trek, there was this company, I won't name it. Their clients were staying in the same guest house as me. Their trek leaders had disappeared for 2-3 hours somewhere. They were coming to me because they had seen my videos. They're like, Parth sir, sorry to disturb you, but my guides are not here. My head is hurting a lot. What to do? I told him, nothing is wrong with you. I have this perception developed over years of climbing that if I see somebody who is altitude related sick, I will know it. Just the way you sit, just the way you stand, just the way you talk, just the way you see.
Okay.
I can see it. It's not a gift, it's a perception that I have developed. And I told him, go out for a 15-minute walk and you'll be fine. And lo and behold, he was fine. So this is what you pay me for. Even though he didn't pay me, but my clients were very happy to be with me at that time. Then they were like, whoa, this guy knows what he is doing.
True.
So you pay me to prepare you, and in bad times, the way I deal with it, I don't think most trek leaders will even have that mental composure in a time of disaster to be okay, do what is needed, and let that experience kick in and take care of the client.
Let alone be certified and all that other.
Certificate I can give you right now. I can. On Canva you make anything.
Yeah. But the experience.
I can make you Aadhaar card, I can make you a passport, anything. But that doesn't mean, that it's real.
Right.
So that's the thing, right? It's years of climbing, and it's very sad, the scenario in India right now. Even some of the employees who are working with me, now they think that, they know the village guy, they know the rickshaw guy, they know the bus guy. I can organize by myself. Also good. All the best. May nothing wrong happen with your clients, but when you do, clients will realize some things about you.
And it's the wisdom also came out of these near-death experiences that you've had. Because now, let's come back to the summit. You pretty much there, and you finally did reach that pinnacle. You reached in a way that not many people did, because your phone went down. And you wanted to take a selfie or a picture of yourself. And wait. I forgot.
You are right.
You were the first person to hit the summit. And then suddenly, people came up from the Tibet side.
From the Nepal side.
From the Nepal side. And now you have a summit full of people. How can I even take a picture when there's so many people around? Because then it looks like a mela. Plus, your phone is down. Whoa, what happened? Because that I know you come with all these flags and banners and whatever just to because everybody wants you to represent them, and then you still got a picture.
I have the worst Everest summit photo in the history of the last 75 years. And here is what happened, right? At minus 40, minus 45 degrees, I didn't know that the battery runs out in a few seconds. So,
So you shouldn't keep devices on at all.
no. The way to save the battery is to keep it in the inside pockets near your body. So it's the body heat which will preserve it. So when I reached the summit, when I was about to reach the summit,
Again, showing how technical guidance does
yes,
matter.
and I had nobody to guide me over it. Nobody told me, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So when I was about to reach the summit,
Mm-hmm.
I removed my GoPro and my phone to take my last steps.
Mm.
I took a 15-second video on my GoPro, nobody ahead of me, moonlight shining, and I'm saying I'm about to reach the summit and this and that. And suddenly the GoPro stops working, boom, battery dead. I remove my phone and I'm recording the video and I'm seeing the battery go down like this. I'm like, oh, something is wrong. And I put it inside. I reached the summit. When I reached the summit, I completely forgot about the pictures and videos. I was there completely by myself on the
The
top.
moment.
Nobody was up there with me, and was enjoying the view. And 9 years of a dream came true. But when other people from the Nepal side came up,
Okay.
I saw they are taking pictures. I'm like, shit, even I have to take pictures. And then I removed my phone and gave it to my Sherpa to click it for me. He's like, die, only 1% battery left.
Damn.
And I started, the moment is very slow up there. I got up and I wanted to go. And the side is like, no, sit here. Otherwise, no photo. I opened my flag, sat there between the legs of other people, and that's the only photo I have.
So you have the Indian flag on you,
I have the Indian flag on.
proud moment, and other people's bums behind you.
I have the Indian flag with me in the hand, and that photo could have been taken anywhere.
Oh.
It looks like it could have been taken anywhere. I'm like, if somebody asks me, did you really climb Everest? I'm like, no, I'm lying. What does it matter? What does it matter
Yeah.
to me? But that's the reality behind that summit photo. But photo is for photo and all is okay. I lived those 15-20 minutes before that photo that I lived up there. Bro, that nobody can take it away from me.
How long were you on the summit?
15-20 minutes.
15, a whole 15 to 20 minutes.
The weather was very good.
And I'm sure that lasted like forever.
Bro, before the Nepali people, before the people from Nepal came up, Nepali नहीं होगी, Nepali ये काट देना है मेरे नेपाली दोस्त को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. So before the people from Nepal came up, those 15-20 minutes I spent up there, it felt like an eternity to me. Because 9 years I had waited for this. 9 years I had waited and imagined that I will be on the summit alone somehow.
You did cry.
Yes, not on the summit, but while I was going to the summit, I cried. Those last few steps were very powerful for me. When I reached the summit, I don't remember those moments on the summit. You know why? Because I was so present that present never became a past for me. I don't think I can explain this. When you are so present, so shunya within you, that film is not being recorded anymore.
Okay.
And I have glimpses and flashes in my mind from the summit, but how I felt, I don't remember it. I can articulate it, but I don't remember it. Like if I close my eyes, there is nothing.
You do remember the Nepali people coming.
Oh, bro, that was when the film was broken off. Yes, 15-20 minutes we spent up there. I took that photo and then we started to go down.
Okay.
Because then the summit was becoming not a very pleasant place to be in, because I had parked my ass on the tippy top, like the highest hump, literally the top of the world. My ass was being parked there, And every other idiot wanted to. They're like, "Hey, move, no, if you want to take a picture." I'm like, "No, I waited 9 years." I'm like, "I waited 11 years." I'm like, "Okay, okay." So it was all that nonsense happening up there. So I moved aside, started to go down, and on the way down, one of my team member, he fell, and he lost his life right in front of my eyes.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the second step,
We're
uh,
still on the trauma topic. What the hell happened?
bro, trauma तो I
I
बैक टू बैक चलते ही रहता है जिंदगी में. And no, this was a little very
No, but this you're talking about somebody from your batch passing away in front of your eyes.
yes, somebody died in front of me from my team, and me and my Sherpa were the only eyewitnesses. So we had to be the one to inform his wife back home. Like, I had to be the one to tell her exactly from my eyewitness perspective what happened. And bro, that phone call, I pray, nobody ever has to make that phone call ever to their loved ones, that oh, he's not coming back home. And I got to know he had a 8 month old daughter back home, a daughter who never even registered the father's face.
So this
Has to.
person is ahead of you or
This
behind?
person was just a little behind me. While rappelling, he made a mistake, and he made a mistake in his rappelling knot that he had to make on his harness. And
And I'm sure that happens because you don't have sound judgment because of oxygen levels
so,
and
bro,
all.
he was very exhausted.
Mm.
Again, not to speak ill of a person who is not here anymore,
Yeah,
but I knew he had pushed his limits a little bit more than what he should have,
right.
and he was running on reserve fuel. Judgments were compromised,
Sure.
and he made a little mistake, and he went completely upside down, legs up, head down, stuck on the rope. All the blood flushed here in his brain,
You
and
saw that moment?
Mhm.
You saw that moment?
Yeah, the whole thing I saw. The whole 3-4 minutes when he made that mistake till the last 3-4 minutes of his life.
The agony.
Yeah, bro, he was not even in agony. He was so exhausted to be in agony, He tried a little bit to, realign himself on the rope, and he just gave up.
And
And
what do
when,
you guys do? What do the Sherpas do?
bro, his Sherpa had left him and gone ahead. So, ideally, see, in the mountains, it is a very understood rule that if you are not able to walk on your 2 feet, you will not be able to make it down. At least above 8,000 meters, that's the rule. Nobody can come rescue you. No helicopters fly at that altitude. So these two legs, if they are not on your side in your team, then you safe to assume that you will not make it back alive.
And you're coming down having witnessed all that.
Yeah, bro, 15-20 minutes I was after that somehow composed myself that Parth, don't make a mistake now. You are so close to the camp, don't make a mistake now. Otherwise, instead of that one dead body, now it will be two. These thoughts were coming in my head, and then something health wise started happening to me. I think it was around below the first step near the mushroom rock. These are all sections on Everest.
Hmm. What time
When
of the day? Because it's
I think it was around 8:39 in the morning,
right.
5 a.m. Submitted 5:30 a.m. Almost started to go down,
Hmm.
and around 8 this incident happened with my partner, with my team member. At around, I think, 9:30, 9:15, I suddenly started feeling so low on energy. It's like you have an energy tank and somebody just punches a big hole in it, and all that energy is sapping out. And I'm like, what is happening with me? Because energy goes down slowly, slowly. I knew something is terribly wrong with me, because I started having blackouts while I was walking. Like, I'm walking in this, and suddenly I realized the last 5 steps, I don't even remember that. What happened? Like, the
Uh,
brain stopped recording completely. And then there came a point where I could not even stand on my feet. I had to sit down on a rock which was something similar, like this height, and just sitting on it like this. And I was trying to get up. Now, can you imagine? I just really, truly imagine this as a human being. If you are not able to even stand up on your feet,
yeah.
how helpless that feeling is. My legs were like this. I was doing this, lifeless, almost lifeless. Like it was paralyzed. I'm like, these legs are not mine anymore. They were not on my side. They were not taking commands from me.
So what is it? Oxygen?
So my Sherpa came up to me, and before he did, I had realized, I had accepted at this point that if I'm not able to walk on my 2 feet, I will not be able to make it down alive.
You had your near death moment, but you
And
you
and
you
and
believe that you it was you were next.
I had 100% accepted my fate, that I am going to die here. There is nothing that can save me from this situation, because a huge storm was coming in and my legs are not working. That is a very clear indication that if you're not able to walk on your feet, you're finished. And in that moment, I recorded a video for my family, which I have not even till date watched it yet, even myself,
Oh
because that's a
my.
very powerful video to, maybe after I die, I will have it timed in such a way that it will release boom suddenly. No, I'm joking. Nobody will ever see that video. But my Sherpa came up to me and
You cried.
no, 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 I didn't cry. I was full of regret.
Okay.
I was full of regret that all my life I'm using this word very consciously, wasted in chasing a dream which means nothing in the face of death now.
True.
Bro, just 3 hours back, I submitted Everest, which was a 9 year long dream for me, but that meant nothing in the face of death. Death is the most beautiful thing that happens to a human being. The only problem is that they don't survive after to
Mm,
realize the beauty of it.
right.
What do I mean by that? Death is the most effective filter for your life. All those things which you thought were important, which you were giving so much value to, all the kachra, all the good, all the bad, all the illusions, all the delusions, all the baggages, all gets filtered in the face of death. And then a realization hits you that shit, I've wasted my life without investing my time or life into that one thing which was important. I got so conditioned, so lost by chasing dreams, by getting married, by having kids, by earning money, that the core of life was never touched. And for everybody, I'm saying this with some certainty, okay? Everybody who has not touched the core of their life, no matter you are a billionaire, no matter if you've climbed Everest, no matter if you have 100 kids, in that moment of death, you will be you will be left with regret, the regret of not touching the core of your life. Human beings have come as a human being because we have this ability to touch the core of life. Call it the creator, call it whatever you want to call it. I was faced with that confrontation now, that shit, death has come, it has taken away all the filter, like sorry, that filter has taken away all the kachra, and the only thing that was left was regret and bewilderment, like shit, another opportunity wasted. Luckily,
I should have listened to my dad.
luckily I survived to live with that realization and
What
to
happened?
share
What happened actually?
that realization. Then Sherpa came and he saw that my oxygen cylinder had run empty actually. So I was breathing my own carbon dioxide. So I was getting a little hazy and blah blah blah. All that was happening was because I was running on empty oxygen. And immediately he took out my mask, he put on his mask. I was carrying a full bottle in my bag,
Mm,
but still I was stupid enough not to you know at that altitude your judgment is really impaired. So that's
true.
when these guys, the experience comes in.
Man, hats off to the Sherpa.
He is not alive anymore, but I am alive today because of Funaru Sherpa, and I owe my life to him. Yeah, whatever I am, the life that I'm able to spend with my parents or my friends or whatever nonsense I'm uttering through my words, it's all happening because his presence of mind,
He took
experience,
off his oxygen for you.
he took off his oxygen for me, and he told me, you're not dying. He told me, I'm not leaving you here. Either we both die or we both go home. And it's because of him that I am able to be here, talk all this podcast and all that. I owe it to him.
Crazy
My
stuff.
life belongs to him.
Yeah.
खत्म, उससे ज़्यादा और क्या बोलूँ मैं.
Mad props to him and the family. And Parth, you mentioned about this connect, which you just mentioned as even beyond, the normal, something spiritual, something with the ultimate. You've had a very crazy encounter on one of your uh, expeditions where you mentioned you met someone, I don't know, what do you call it? A sage or
A yogi, yes. Yes, 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 correct.
I mean, I I can't come to terms with it. What is it?
Well, I
Because I know that was defining for you. The you that's left you with some purpose.
that left me with some purpose for sure. We were on a winter expedition. I won't name where
Mm.
because then people will know the region and everything. I don't want to do that, but we were on one of the winter expeditions in the Indian Himalayas, and we've all heard these stories of, you know,
Yetis.
Yetis. Let's not go to Yetis because it is the Yetis energies which screwed his life up.
Oh yeah.
Whose life up? जिसको मालूम है उसको मालूम है.
Acha.
नहीं, छोड़ो, वो अलग स्टोरी है. But we've all heard these stories that oh, Himalayas में yogis and sages and rishi munis and ये सब रहते हैं वहाँ पे.
Right.
Of course they are there, but for me, first time that I encountered something like that was during this winter expedition. So we went up to the first place where we were camping, and it was we were gonna pitch a tent in a cave, sleep there, and move on the next day. And then just before reaching the cave, we saw some smoke. It was a steep slope to the cave, and we saw some smoke coming out of the cave. We were like, "Who the hell is here in winter?" We assumed maybe shepherds, maybe, who
Mm,
knows.
mm.
As I went closer, I was the first one. On the corner of the cave, this guy with just something to cover here.
Mm.
Bro, it was around -20, -25 degrees.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell? Just the fact that he is sitting without much clothes on, that was itself a wow factor. Like, shit, man, is something.
And you're sure you're not hallucinating?
No, we were very okay. It was just very low altitude.
Right.
It was very low altitude,
Right.
and we were two other people.
Okay.
So we all saw it and Namaste Babaji. And he's like, अरे कहाँ जा रहे हो आप लोग? इतनी ठंडी में कहाँ जा रहे हो? ऐसे कुछ तो बोला उसने. And we were like, no, हम ये पहाड़ चढ़ने जा रहे हैं. And we asked, can we sleep here? He's like, yes, yes, please. We set up our tents and everything, and we sat with him a bit. My friends were talking more. I was very surprised. Then how is he not cold and all that? We spoke about these things, and he's like, there are ways to keep your system heated from within. You don't have to. There is a way to have that mastery
Mm.
to regulate the temperature within yourself. Let's just say, and then we all went to sleep. We were bloody exhausted, right? We were very exhausted. We all went to sleep, and रात को मुझे I think around 1:32 something like that सुसु लगी मेरे को.
Okay.
वो जान पे आता है रात को टेंट में से निकलने को ठंड में ना. एक तो स्लीपिंग बैग में सो रहे हो एक लेयर में, और जैसे बाहर निकलो अचानक यू आर एक्सपोज टू द कोल्ड एलिमेंट्स.
Mm.
पूरा ताम झाम जैकेट शूज ये सब करना है. अभी तो कंट्रोल करके सोते हैं कि भाई छोड़ो यार, आई ये सुसु आने दो, बट कम से पॉइंट की भाई अब नहीं होगा कंट्रोल.
True.
तो तब निकलना पड़ा मुझे.
Yeah.
एंड मैं जब बाहर निकला, आई सॉ हिम
What time is this?
1:32ish at night. And I saw he's still sitting there just in the same exact posture. I'm like, सुसु was priority तभी. मैं वो अरे भाई सुसु आता है तब भाई क्या बताए, कोई भगवान भी सामने बैठा है तो बोलेगा रुक भाई तू रुक, पहले मेरे को सुसु करने दे फिर तेरे पास आऊँगा. इट्स लाइक दिस, द compulsions of bodies are like that. So काम जाम करके आया मैं, and I just went to him like, sit. Like, you're not gonna sleep? He's like, no sleep for me tonight. मैंने फिर बातें शुरू हुई ये वो करके, and then I got to know that he is a yogi who has, he told me, sorry, I asked him, how old are you? ऐसा नहीं था दाढ़ी वाड़ी थी कुछ नहीं ऐसा दाढ़ी वाड़ी नहीं थी.
अच्छा.
Yeah. He was a young maybe
Dude.
young dude, well spoken young dude. Yes, well spoken guy. So you felt like you can talk to him. ऐसा नहीं कि बेटा ऐसी बातें नहीं.
All right.
Just a normal. Nobody speaks like that. ये सब वो महाभारत रामायण के सीरियलों में दिखाया है. ऐसा कोई इंसान बात नहीं करता है. ऐसा कोई आएगा बोलेगा what's wrong with you? ऐसे कौन बात करता है? No, nobody talks like that. And I asked him, how old are you? How long have you been here? Where are you from? He's like, I'm from around here. I've been around for 250 years.
What?
मैंने बोला हाँ. I thought he's joking,
Or he's smoking.
Maybe I didn't see any smoke. If he had, I would have asked him कि क्या फूका है भाई. But no. I asked him, what do you mean 250 years? He's like, I've been around for 250 years. My guru has put me on a journey. Maybe in the next 60, 70 years, the person who is going to be my disciple will be born. And he has a purpose in this world which I have to fulfill for him. I'm like, what are you? क्या बोल रहा है तू? क्या बोल रहा है तू भाई? ये सब कहानियां सुनी है हमने. But when you really meet somebody like that, your logical mind is not ready to accept it. And
You're
then he
like,
said,
what is he talking?
It's like this body that you see is not a physical body. It's a subtle body. My physical body is parked somewhere else. मैं बोला भाई मेरी
Putty.
मेरी फटी वो कि भाई ये भाई मैं भूत वूत से सामना हुआ क्या हुआ. उसने बोला नहीं डरो मत बैठो आप. मैंने बोला टीच मी how to do all this, like how to live beyond body, how to, it's a curious mind. I was young, 21 22 years, no sorry, this was after Everest. I was 25-year-old. 25-year-old.
Still young.
Yeah, I was like, teach me. No, he's like, no, it's I told him, teach me, initiate me into a practice. He's like, no, you are somebody else's responsibility.
What does that mean?
Well, he is not supposed to be my spiritual guru. My spiritual master had to be somebody else.
Right.
Back then, I had not found that master. Now I have. That's a whole different journey.
So you mean whatever he did, pravachan?
There was no pravachan. It was just normal talking.
Okay.
And then he touched me on my head like this, and I saw my spiritual guru's face, who I had never seen before. Not face as in a picture, but in a very strange format. I just saw his face, his eyes, his being.
So he actually said something that would happen.
Yes. I asked him, when am I going to find my guru? And then he touched me on my head, and I had this whole experience. And I won't go into talking about the details of the experience because it's too... लोगों को लगेगा हम दोनों कुछ फूक के बैठे छुतिया बना रहा है ये. इसकी बातें मत सुनो, अभी तक सही था, आप बंद करो, ऐसा लगेगा लोगों
को. No. Discredit Phoenix experiences.
बोलेगा भाई ये तो छुतिया बनाने का धंधा कर रहा है. But no, experience is very personal. So but I saw in his touch the face of my guru.
Wow.
And it was 6 months later when that guru came in my life.
Did you tell your guru this?
I can't. I've only met him for 1 minute in my life.
Right.
I've only met him for 1 minute in my life, and no words were exchanged ever.
Okay.
And between a guru and a disciple, words are not needed. It's a dimension, it's a connection beyond words, beyond body, beyond mind. And when my guru looked at me for the first time, somebody saw my being. You look at me, you're looking at my body right now. Maybe you are understanding mental patterns. That's the extent of it. You don't see my being. But a guru, an enlightened master, has that perception.
Okay.
And his eyes, when it pierced mine, bro, I knew.
Wait a second. Trying to connect the dots. I've seen your profile lately.
Yeah.
You met
Sadguru, yes. He is my spiritual guru, yes.
Holy. Okay.
Yes. No words exchanged, nothing, but the way he was looking at me. And he called me.
Did you go to him?
He called me.
To his...
Meet him.
Yeah?
Meet him.
Uh-oh.
I was doing his practices since the last 4 years.
Right. No communication then?
No communication. I had tried all my might to meet him. I gave up. I'm like, it's not going to happen, man. Just 1 month before Mahashivratri.
Right.
I get a call from his ashram that oh, Sadhguru has seen your video and he wants to meet you. I'm like, wait, what did you say?
Whoa.
I'm like, are you using Sadhguru's name to call me, or did he actually see my video? Did he actually tell you that call Parth?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yes. You know, after I met him, next day there was a satsang, a small satsang with a small group of people.
Okay.
I managed to sneak in.
Okay. There, within the ashram.
Within the ashram, next day of Mahashivratri,
Okay.
after I met him,
Okay.
some idiot asked him a question. Sadhguru, can I have your phone number? I want to stay in touch with my guru. It's a natural desire.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah?
Understandable.
Why not?
Yeah.
He said one thing. It is not important that you have my number. It is important when I will call you. And then he looked at me like this and he looked away.
Whoa.
Bro, mic drop. Nothing to say.
Mic
anymore.
drop
Nothing
moment.
to say anymore about this. It's crazy. I don't know why he called me.
But you felt the connect.
I'll tell you. Let's
Spill the
say it
beans.
out.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, bro. Let's say it out. I was wondering why Sadhguru called me to meet him. From whatever little I understand, the only thing that is stopping you from making you reach your freedom or your nirvana or your jannat or your moksha or your salvation, different cultures named it in a different way. The only thing that is stopping you from getting to your ultimate freedom is your baggages.
Okay.
Some baggages we can consciously drop,
Yeah.
but there are some baggages which we don't even know.
Mm.
A guru's job, I would say, in my experience, I might be wrong, is to clear you off from your baggages.
Channel you.
Once the baggages are gone, anyways you will reach there.
Right.
So, he must have seen that I have some potential, spiritual potential within me. I'm assuming, okay? But I know it's true. Somewhere. And there are some baggages which are holding him back.
True.
Now it is the right time. He's mature enough for those baggages to clear off so he can move on to his next step.
Mm.
I met him 1 week after the meeting. My engagement ended and my business ended.
What are you saying?
Somehow I knew that it's wrong to say, but somehow he must have felt that this relationship or this partnership in the business is the one that is really holding him back from his next stage, let's just say.
I get what you're saying.
And ek hafte mein everything that I had ever worked for was taken away from me.
And I'm
And
sure
that is
you're-
what a guru does to you. And in our culture we say, if you want your life to be enhanced, take a blessing from a sage or a saint or a mullah or a pandit or a priest.
Mm.
These are people who will enhance your life.
Mm.
Whatever you want, it will get better.
Mm.
You don't ask for a blessing from Sadhguru. A Sadhguru.
Mm.
Because a Sadhguru doesn't give a shit about your plans. He gives shit only about life's plan for you.
True. Okay.
So for the life's plan to happen for you, he will sacrifice your stupid plans that you have had.
Well said.
That is exactly what happened in that meeting.
Mm.
He destroyed my life completely.
Mm.
He took away everything that was dear from me.
Mm.
And I want to go to him and ask him,
Mm.
here, the vessel is empty now.
Mm.
Make me do what you want me to do. I don't know what to do anymore. Bro, I'm lost. Like, nothing left in me anymore. Whatever I thought was important, he took it away from me. Now what to do? I want to go to him. You do what is needed now. You wanted to take it away. You took it away. Now tell me at least.
So are you describing your present stage?
Yes, current, present state. The business is gone and the woman who I thought will be the companion of my life is gone. And it's okay. I'm not sad about it. I'm like, okay, what now?
Do you feel lighter?
I feel very light. I feel light in the sense that before I had this burden of a vision that we had to fulfill. That, oh, we have to get married and we're gonna live here and we're gonna do that. That is nothing wrong with that.
Indeed.
But 4 years that, was a stress in my head. All the life's direction, decisions changed because of that vision.
Mm-hmm.
The business was started for that purpose.
Right.
And now, at the age of 30, with a little bit of wisdom in the past, at the age of 30 now, I get to choose where I want to take my life. That's a very beautiful place to be in, because at the age of 30, when people have matured, most people cannot change the direction of their life anymore.
No strings attached.
No strings attached. Touchwood family is well off, so that responsibility is not there. And there is literally nobody who I have to live for now. Sab gaya hai, sab gaya ab. So
You to yourself.
you to yourself, and that's the other dilemma that I have, right?
I mean, that's you being you, showing that you are always an honest person, no
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
what you put your effort in, and
Yeah.
that pays.
There is no other way. I don't know how to be.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be dishonest. So, if I was a 22, 23-year-old in this stage, I would suddenly create a new goal. Like, this is the new purpose of my life.
True.
But the ultimate purpose of my life, I achieved it. The dream of my life, I achieved it. And I know this is not the way. So
I
now
know
what?
that happens.
Now what? No goals will make sense. No woman will make sense. No amount of money or cars will make sense. I'm wearing a bloody Rolex, but it doesn't change your life at all. So now what to do with this life, with this body? That discovery I'm very excited for. Let's just say.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you have to perspective, because a lot of people are still pumping in weight, calculating their finances, be it sport, be it adventure, be it business, and then you reach a particular stage where you have nothing, or you've done it all and you don't know what next to do. Both are zeros.
This kind of a state can either destroy a person or something new beautiful can come out of it, and I will make sure something new beautiful comes out of it.
Yeah.
If I had to be destroyed, I would have been.
True.
She left me, good riddance. My business partner left me, good riddance. Watch me rise. And then you will see, if at least I was in the back seat of the car, at least we would have reached somewhere.
So if
Maybe
it's-
that is a
so-
little tinge of revenge, which I really wish happens. It's not revenge, but it's just like, you left me at my worst time in my life. Okay. Now wait and watch.
So if
you.
it's not a phoenix, maybe it's an eagle or something else.
No, it is. It will be Phoenix, but let's see. It will be Phoenix. It'll be me. Whatever I do.
Indeed.
It'll be me.
A,
Till I'm
a purer, more self.
more matured,
Indeed.
more mature version.
But you've had a lot of calling too, Parth. I mean, it's not just the Guruji, but I also got to know that Coldplay called you.
Bro, since beginning of 2025, I wanted to meet 4 people in my life.
Right.
Coldplay, the band, because their music really helped me in my journey to Everest.
There's a story in that too.
There's a story in that. I used to listen to Fix You song throughout the training, and I had told myself that when at the last camp, I will listen to that song. That happened. I took a video, and 5 years later, that video reached Coldplay somehow. And that happened. Coldplay invited me. Was a beautiful circle of life. Second
Indeed.
person who I wanted to meet. Well, it's not a comparison. So I cannot even say those two words in the same
Yeah,
sentence.
definitely not a comparison.
Sadhguru is a whole different dimension, but I wanted to meet him physically. That happened. There are 2 more people who I want to meet. One I will name, one is a little controversial figure. One is Shah Rukh Khan,
Okay.
who I want to do a podcast with. So, I know if I really try, I can make that happen. And the 4th person is Andrew Tate.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Bro, I find him very interesting. He has a lot of controversial opinions, which 99% of the opinions I agree with. I stand by him. 99% opinions. He has a way of saying truth in a very abrasive way. That abrasiveness is what, affects people.
True.
So I want to sit down and have a conversation with him on a podcast. That is, so 50% people who I wanted to meet, I met in 2 months of the year.
The trajectory. It's
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Ho jaye bhai. I am hoping.
Wow.
A very interesting start to the year.
But how did Coldplay get to know about you?
Arey bro, my follower, one of who I had never spoken to, she stays in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Coldplay had a show before Mumbai in Abu Dhabi.
Right.
So after the first show, the Coldplay band was having dinner in one of the restaurants in Abu Dhabi. She happened to be there, my
Right.
follower.
Right.
She went up to the band rather than asking for selfies and pictures for herself. She's like, look at this. You really need to see this because you might have fans, but you would have not seen something like this. Your song would have never been played at 8,300 meters ever. So she showed that video, and the whole band sat and saw that video. It was a 3-minute video. They all
Wow.
saw it, bro.
Is that on your Instagram?
Them seeing the video that was not captured, but that whole story is there on my Instagram. There's a
Right.
whole vlog about that whole experience on my YouTube.
All right.
And what a lady she is,
For
Zelmar.
sure.
What a lady she is to have thought about, a person who you follow.
And what a connection in life, yeah? I mean, how...
Bro, when you vibrate at a higher intensity in life, the dots connect all the time. I'm telling you, the last time I was vibrating at that high intensity was when I was training for Everest. Somehow dots connect, you meet people. If you are moving in life, things happen to you. After that, I got a little, you know, toned down in my energy. I
There's a
was
base
not.
for another summit, so
Yes,
it's just a base.
absolutely. I was back in the valleys and nothing was happening. I was struggling here and there, trying to do things. And I knew that only and only way to again make things happen is if I vibrate at that higher intensity again, but it was becoming very hard.
True.
In the beginning of 2025, something happened to me. Again, the energies were pitched. And boom, 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 you see when you are moving your ass how things happen, man.
And you're doing what you do best, climb.
Yes, and Coldplay happened, Sadhguru happened, and engagement broke off, business fell off. Things that are supposed to happen will happen when you are pitching at higher energy. Everything who is supposed to come towards you will come. Anybody who is supposed to leave you will leave. It's good like this. It's painful, but it's good like this.
But that's how he wants it to be.
Bas.
And I just want to touch base on that pinnacle moment because there was this one part you said about reaching and surviving all this storytelling to base camp after the oxygen depletion and everything. But then there's this other story about reaching home, Mumbai, the airport. Because that's the ultimate moment where Mumbai and Maharashtra is seeing the 24-year-old achieving his dream for himself, for the state, for a whole generation of people who can make it happen. There's a crazy scene at the airport.
Bro, people always ask me what was the most beautiful part of the whole expedition.
Right.
And they expect my answer to be that, oh, when I reached the summit, that was the best experience. It was the second best experience. Nobody can take it away from me.
Right.
Those 15-20 minutes that I spent up there, I will live it for the rest of my life. But when I was dying at 28,500 feet, the one thing that I was praying to the Creator was that if you are listening to me, just give me 30 seconds with my mother, my father, and my brother.
Mm.
Just give me 30 seconds with them. And to do what?
Yeah.
To do some very reveling words? No. Just to tell them that I'm thankful for whatever you've done and that I love you. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. I never said that in 24 years of my life. I was busy chasing dreams. What an idiot I was.
As everybody is.
And in that death moment, I realized that this is all I wanted. Somehow the Creator heard me. And while I was exiting the gates of Mumbai airport, there were a lot of people to meet me and with garlands and this and that. But my eyes suddenly locked onto these two people, my parents. And I suddenly remembered that at 28,500 feet, I had begged the universe to ask me, to save me. And Give me more than 30 seconds. I told myself, whatever I wanted to say, maybe I will say it or not say it, but I will live my life true to those words that I wanted to say to them. And I think at that airport, I dropped all the baggages that I was carrying of negativity and all the nonsense, people carry, which weighs you down. Like, it's a rebirth. I was not supposed to be here. Maybe he kept me alive for a reason.
Very emotional, yeah.
And it was very emotional, very powerful, and very.
Funny too. Your friends.
ओ मेरे दोस्त उनको मिल रहा हूँ आज रात को सालों को मैं. So when you come back,
Yeah.
people were gifting me things, and my friends, my school friends, my only true friends, who are friends, the people who know you inside out, you know. So these are friends who knew me inside out. And they came and they're like, "We have a gift for you."
At the airport.
At the airport. I'm like, okay.
You have cameras rolling?
I have a photo. Yes, I have a photo of this shit. I'm like, and I knew it's not going to be something nice because I knew them. ये कुछ उल्टा ही देंगे. जिंदगी में कभी गिफ्ट नहीं दिया हरामियों ने. अभी गिफ्ट देंगे मुझे. And they gave me a Everest मसाला का पैकेट. मैं बोला साले दिखा दी अपनी औकात. But काश ऐसे दोस्त सबको मिले ना.
Yeah, true. I'm sure. I mean, I wanna get this picture. Yeah.
अरे I will send it to you. It's there in the phone. Yes.
Awesome. I know this is not gonna be this retake is not the end, because I'm sure I wanna try and I remember Parth telling me we should do a recording on an adventure or
On a mountain.
On a mountain. Before that, what genuine advice, doable advice, can you give to those wanting to scale? I mean, not just Mount Everest, but the Everests in life.
As in the very beginning of the podcast, I said one thing, which is a genuine advice, not an advice, but the way I live my life.
Don't tell me it's to suffer.
No,
I'm joking.
No, that is okay. That I'll give two advices now. No, just don't ever get into a victim mentality. It's very important because in your work, in your family, in your business, in your friendships, everywhere things will always be either up or down. And when you are down, if you get into the victim mentality, this victim mode, that you feel that, oh, something wrong has been done to you, then you will never be able to come out of it, or you will never be able to find solutions. That is a very negative, toxic state to be in. To feel that the world is doing you wrong. Nobody is doing you wrong. You are doing yourself wrong by
The
thinking
world
this.
moves in its own pace and time.
Nobody gives a shit about you, man. you before you, trillions of people have walked this planet before you and me. Nobody gives a shit. So the only person who gives a shit about you is you. So don't fall into victim mentality. Problems will be there in life. Find solutions. And that's once you have that mindset, everything else falls into place. And
Possibly have a goal, maybe later a guru, yeah?
well, see, as I said in the beginning, another thing which I always say to people, that there are two ways to live life. Either you do what you love. If you're doing what you love, that's a very tiny bubble. Because even in that activity of doing what you love, you might have to do other things that you don't love. Like maybe you love to climb mountains, but you have to raise funds, you have to train, you have to convince the people around you. So this doing what you love is a very crippling place to be.
Okay.
As in,
Yeah.
there will always come situation where you'll have to do what you don't love.
Situation, even saturation also.
Yes. And in times like this, and then we'll be like, no, I will only do what I love. That is a very limited window in life possibilities, right? The other way, the smarter way, is love whatever you do. Maybe the situations are such that you wanted to do something, but you are not able to do that. and you have to do something else
Right.
out of responsibilities or compulsions. But you have a choice to do it with love,
Hmm.
with some devotion, with full involvement. Nobody's stopping you from that. So if you can learn that whatever comes in your life, I will do it lovingly. That is a very liberating space to be in. And then whatever situation comes, you will be okay. You will do it lovingly because you've mastered the art of accepting everything and loving every situation and involving yourself in every
Yeah.
situation.
Just like how you took that happy vibe from the person who you helped scale to the summit just a few days back. I mean,
Correct.
the base camp, right?
Correct.
Just like how you saw the lady from Kerala who you never even knew.
Bro,
And-
that's an unbelievable story for me. I can't. I'm like, she should have come to me, no? I would have let her.
Yes.
धंधा भी होता और and it would have been nice to lead such a person, यार. What a colorful story it would have been in my life personally also.
Absolutely.
To, but I'm very happy that such videos are reaching people whenever they need them for
Crossing
guidance.
boundaries, languages, all the barriers.
Yes, and look at the beauty of the world now, no? If we want to make this video reach the entire world, we can.
True.
And that's the power of technology that we have, and it's very important to use it responsibly then.
It's working.
It's
Just
working.
Use it for the good.
Boom, it's working, yeah.
Bro, thank you so much for this opportunity once again.
Thank you, brother, once again. And अगर यहाँ तक आप लोगों ने देखा है तो बढ़िया हो यार आप लोग.
Absolutely.